Welcome to part 9. So, till part 8, we have antonyms, synonyms, meanings, and jokes. These four functionalities are available. So, I was working more, and now I have a couple of things. So for example, I can add a reminder, just like a recall thing, and I have an option to search on the internet. Search on the internet is basically four ways. You can search for movie and it's gonna hit for IMDb and then it's gonna get the plot line, taglines and the list of movie which are available if you want to search for a particular keyword, like you're not so sure the entire name of the movie. And trust me, not everybody is. So in those scenarios, plus Wikipedia search, plus Google search. So let's hit it. So first thing that we can do is, meanwhile, I'm going to explain how search thing is working. I can start a reminder. So Shyna, remind me to call Trill Desk at is already there. What is time? 2:03 a.m. So let's make it to 2:05 a.m. Okay. So once you hit it, um, let me go back. I guess the message is not loaded yet. Okay. So the keyword is Shyna, remind me to call Travel Desk at 2 a.m. And you can see on the left hand side, it's actually cross-checking every 10 seconds. If the time matches, good. If it's not cross-checking that, if the time is not matching, then keep on matching. So this is one thing, and you see a reward that done added to your calendar. So it's basically added to my Google Calendar. The code is completely not perfectly shown here, so yeah, that is a problem because it's still like in progress kind of thing. So once that is done, meanwhile, it's not compulsory that if it is working and calculating for the time, I cannot ping anything. So I can actually ping her like, "Hey, tell me a joke," and still she's actually cross-checking the time. Come on, cross-check. Yeah, 10 second done, and she showed. So it's something that kind of multi-processing thing, right? So Shana, remind me to call my friend at 2:10 or 8 a.m. So this is a second reminder. So one she's already working on, she didn't speak it out and she didn't give a ping to you, nothing happens. But I have added another and she gonna cross check for what both. So I have added for 2 8. So once that is done, she let me know. Meanwhile, I'll jump for the
We
second,
call travel desk. It is 2:05 a.m.
which I asked for the very first time. 2 5 just remind me to call travel desk. And now she's working for 2 8, which is good. Okay, so now let's deal with search thing. So I'll start with movies. If you want to search for a movie, it's actually gonna do nothing but it's gonna hit the IMDb API and then it's gonna let you know that okay, this is a search I found out. So you need to tell her what to search for and where to search for. So it's like you need to ask basically to search for a movie. So movie is supposed to be there in the sentence, obviously, and then keyword, and after keyword, whatever movie you're looking for. So metrics, I I found it in examples basically, and it has taglines and plot also. So which I'm just going to show you. So the thing is that once you get these this search, you get the movie ID and you get the movie name with map to that movie ID. So why movie ID I have to deal with because obviously there's like the metrics itself has a lot of movies, like the metrics word is there in a lot of movies, so you have to be very unique. And sometimes it happens that like they just change for like one or two word and then other things remain same. So okay, so meanwhile explaining all this, I created a, a text basically and I'm just going to send it. So it's like tell me the taglines for movie ID, and that is the ID. That is the ID for the very first movie, The Matrix, 1999. And you get the taglines. She's cross-checking for the time too, but yeah, you get the taglines. And this is all like from IMDb, and she's going to give you back. So this is a tagline, but this is the thing that I follow the most, which is the plot for the movie. So it's going to give you the plot for that particular movie ID, and you get a lot of plot. So you just can read this, and you can simply get to know, okay, I want to watch this movie, or no, I don't want to watch this movie. That kind of thing you can do. So this is all like movie thing that we have now. The very general search, the Google search. So uh, I was thinking to do a Google search, but maximum you'll get is basically the links. And meanwhile, explain this, I did this text. So it's a very general thing that you need to tell where to search, and you need to tell what is the keyword. So keyword was Salman Khan, and at the bottom of this, you'll get the latest one. You're just gonna click that. Okay, this is happening, and this is happening, the latest one. So Big Boss actually, I think it started on
We
30th of
call Diksha, it is 2:08 a.m.
exactly. She deal with that. Okay. Meanwhile, we're explaining further to this. Let me add another. Remember to call. Okay, let me call myself at 2:12 a.m. I guess I'll complete my video recording before that. Okay. So she get call Shiv to 12 a.m. Okay. So Shiv is like she actually replaced my name with Shiv because Shiv is a basic default name that she calls me every time. So yeah, that is the thing. That is simply gonna work for me, not for others. That's something customized. Okay, so once that is done, okay, so we did a Google search. Now, how about if we do a Wikipedia search, right? So let's search him on Wiki. So sometimes like I do maximum time Wiki, but it's not compulsory. So at the top you see search on Wiki for keyword Salman Khan, this top. So you get the very formatted way, like okay, so title is this is summary, these are the details and links available, and these are the similar keywords. So sometime you happen like I was searching for Prithviraj Chauhan, so I got a lot of similar keywords. So one is actually the king that we have, history have, and one which is a TV serial on Sony, I guess. So all were available there, and it actually tells you if you want to search that precise, you just type that keyword and you're good to go, right? So one more thing that I like about Wikipedia search is if you do a typo, it doesn't say that I didn't find it. It says, okay, I guess you're talking about this. So I'll try. I'm not going to do a typo with somebody's name, but uh, DNA fingerprinting. So the keyword I send has a error with the printing, well, with the printing spelling basically. I know this printing spelling though. This is typo. And oh, I did a Google search for that. Sorry, I'll do a Wikipedia search for that. My bad. So even for that, I don't think so. It's gonna change. It's gonna give you the precise. It's gonna search for the fingerprinting, not print. And same happens for the wiki too. So do a wiki search, not a Google search this time. Wiki search for keyword DNA fingerprinting. Same thing I did again. That I misspelled the spelling, but the title you see it has I, but the text doesn't have it. And meanwhile, she's crushing the time. So this is a basic way, and this is the best thing that I like about um, uh, this Wiki API, that it does work properly and it does do autocorrect kind of thing. It search for the similar one, basically the most similar thing that will be the response to you. Now, how about that you want these two together, and or otherwise like you just want to search it on internet, you don't want to do something anything about that. So nothing, just search on internet. Okay, maybe I'm following the same thing every time. So let me change some things like, hey, you idiot. Hey, you smarty. Sorry, I don't call her idiot. She's offensive. Here, Smarty searched on internet for DNA fingerprinting with the wrong spelling, obviously. Said she didn't find me. Wow,
We
that's
call Shiv. It is 2:12 a.m.
oh wow. And so let's do this way. Search on over all internet. Search on all over internet for keyword DNA fingerprinting. Come on, do that. Ah, yeah. So basically, uh, maybe some typo things she didn't get it, but the point is, I did change the sentence like search all over internet for keyword DNA fingerprinting, and she gave me a result. And meanwhile, she actually did remind me to call myself. That's horrible, but yes, it does. So this is all that is done till yet. I'm still dealing with Google, and there's Gmail API and Calendar API and everything. Once that is done, I'll create another video for that. So let's call it part 9. Thanks for